I'd like to discuss with you the effect of not watching out for red flags. Red flags can never be ignored. Red flag cannot be overlooked. There are various forms of red flags that happens in a relationship. And for the sake of wanting to get married, red flags can never be ignored. Nothing should be overlooked when it comes to red flag. When you notice any red flag in your relationship, it's either you find a way of calling the attention of your partner to those red flags. Probably your partner will be able to listen to you and make amends, or you step down. Because marriage, as we all know, is a lifelong relationship. It's an institution where you are going to spend your entire life with someone. And when you decide uh, to think you will be able to cope with these red flags, you will not be able to cope with it when you are in. Did you get it? When you are in, you will not be able to cope. So it is not advisable to try to bear red flag and overlook them. And this will take us to a story I heard of that happened. It's a true life story. It's just about 3 weeks old now. The story is only about 3 weeks old. And what happened was that the husband came to lay this complaint and crying out for people to help him look for the new bride. The young guy, very young guy, said they met. He met this lady. They started dating, and later they went into courtship. And the courtship lasted for 2 years. And during this courtship, the lady kept on reminding him, when are you going to take me to the altar? When are we tying the nuptial knots? She kept on reminding the guy. So the guy now agreed, and he initially organized a proposal. The proposal was a ceremony. He organized a small ceremony for the proposal day, where he gave her a proposal ring on his nails, just part of the fun of the relationship. And soon after the proposal day, the lady started again. When are you taking me to the altar? When are you taking me to the altar? This guy, along all the way, was feeling reluctant. He was not in a hurry to conduct the marriage. Only God knows the red flag he has been noticing has made him to be hesitant. But he organized the engagement. They engaged. They organized the wedding, a court wedding they had. And after the court wedding, they went for the reception. So at the reception hall, they danced. This is a true life story. It's a true life story. They danced and danced. The guy even brought the recording of the video, all the way they danced. The way the lady danced, you never felt there was anything going wrong with her. They danced and really danced. So after the reception ended, everybody started moving into their cars, leaving the reception hall. And the guy said he noticed that he could not find the bride again. So he was wondering that he saw her standing with her friends. They were dancing as if the last time to say goodbye. So he was moving their things into his car, and his siblings were assisting him to move all those things. So by the time they finished moving their belonging, we were expecting the bride to walk out and come into the car. They couldn't find her. Called her phone wasn't ringing. What happened? Everybody became jittery, became worried. What happened? What might have gone wrong? Where is she? They went to check every nook and corner of the hall, the restroom, everywhere. She wasn't there. Calling her number wasn't going through. Her friends, few of her friends were still around. Everybody was asking them, we saw all of you dancing. They said yes, that they are surprised they could not find her too. So by the time it was getting too late, everybody had left the hall. The contract they signed with the hall, event hall, has expired. They had to leave. So they went to lodge in an hotel nearby. I mean, the groom and his siblings, they went to put up in a nearby hotel, hoping that she will come around in the hotel, in the restroom. Sorry, she will come around at the hall, reception hall, looking for them. Up to the following day, they didn't hear anything from her. So they had to leave because the groom came from another town to attend the wedding with the hope of moving the bride with him the normal way to the place he came from, to the home that has been set. He didn't see her. But by the time this guy and his siblings got home, they now started unboxing the gifts, the envelopes that were given to them. And the guy now remembered, that's the groom now. When I say the guy, the groom now remembered that while they were dancing and people were passing envelope, of course there were money in the envelope, gifts to them, because spraying of money has been banned. So people enveloped their money and were giving. The guy was collecting the ones on his side. He now remembered that while they were dancing, the bridegroom gave him an envelope and said he should keep that envelope in a special place, that he should keep it specially, he should not mix it with the others. He now remembered and went for that particular envelope. When he opened it, asked me what he's found in the envelope. A letter written by the bridegroom and the proposal ring. Those were the things in the envelope. And she wrote, "Dear husband," wrote the guy's name, that she's writing this letter with a heavy heart, and that she wants to tell him that he's no longer interested in the marriage. The letter was very lengthy. It was not all read there. There was promise that everything would be read. They wanted to wait for her own side of the story. So calls were placed to her on the program, called her that she should come and show up and come and give her own side of the story, why she had to do something that's terrible on her wedding day, and she called off the marriage without even discussing anything with the guy. So the guy also mentioned, that is the groom, also mentioned that he noticed that during their wedding reception, they celebrated the bridegroom's birthday too. They brought the cake for the bridegroom's birthday. They celebrated the bridegroom's birthday, mom's birthday. And he was shocked by it, that nobody discussed this with her. Nobody with him, rather, that nobody discussed with him that uh, their own program will be interrupted for the mother's birthday. Nobody discussed with her. So this is just the part one of of this story. It's a true life story. I'm going to come up with the continuation of the story because everybody is still expecting the lady to show up and come and give her own side of the story. The guy is really, really devastated. It's really, really devastated. But for me, I want to say there had been various red flags that were not noticed by this guy, or they were ignored out of love. These red flags were ignored. These red flags must have been showing since this they started this relationship. But this guy never cared a hoot to mind those red flags. A big red flag from the family is interrupting their wedding reception and celebrating the mother's birthday without discussing with him. The bridegroom did not tell him that this is going to happen. Then why bring the mother's birthday to the wedding reception? Why not another day? Even if they are going to shift the mom's birthday to the following day and tell them not to leave, yes, for their own base, so that they can wait and celebrate the birthday. So the red flag is flowing between the wife, the bridegroom, and her family to this guy. But probably he seems not to understand how they have been playing on him, or how it is very delicate for him to marry from such home. So this is just a result of red flags that had been ignored by the guy. But the guy is very, very devastated. I had a great lot of pity for him while I was watching him explaining. It's a red flag, many red flag, and he did not have any reason to look at it very well. So I have come to discuss this with yet to be married young ones, that we should be very careful. No red flag should be ignored. We should not think that when you get married, things will normalize. No, it will rather worsen when you get married. Because anybody that has been brandishing red flags to you will know that when you are married, it will be difficult for you to say you are not doing again. So this lady undo the marriage just at the reception center. Is sad. God help us. God help our young ones. God will help them to choose their own. God will choose for them, and they will be watchful to shine their eyes to red flag and never ignore any red flag. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Write in your comments in the comment box. Write your comments. What do you think about this issue? It's a true life story. I'm going to bring the continuation to us again. So till then, I say bye and take care. God bless you.